Hey everyone, Chris here, coming to you with a small collective haul. Now, this is kind of small. Um, I have a lot more videos coming. I have some really big Temu hauls that I want to share with you guys. But full disclaimer, this was not one order. Okay, I have been collecting these items since probably the middle of June. With that being said, I do a lot of crafts and I want to get into beading. So I started purchasing items from Temu for beading, and well, the items have been piling up. I need to put them away, but I don't want to put them away until I share them with you and share all the things that I got with you guys. So I'm going to be making a few, whether they're all Temu or they're, collaborative collections from other places as well. That'll be determined as to how I do the videos. But again, this was not all one purchase. I have been purchasing small things, small orders for about 2 months. So with that, let me start with first thing I got from Dollar Tree. So this is going to be a combination. Got some index cards. It's back to school. I thought these were pretty good. These were $1. They weren't $1.25. There was a sign on them, and they sure in the heck did ring up for $1. So I got 3 packs of these from the Dollar Tree. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm starting to junk journal as well. So I paper craft. I use my Cricut. I have resin molds that I haven't even used yet. I started collecting things to do some beading, and I have some books that I want to do some junk journaling with, and I'll show you those books later. So index cards for something, not sure yet, but it was a good price. So I also got these at the Dollar Tree, which I thought were pretty good. Crafter Square, 4 pieces, $1.25. They're cheaper than, Hobby Lobby. But yeah, so 2 different packs. It looks like 2 different colors. There's a red and a yellow in each, but then there's a blue and a purple in this one, and a white and a different shade of blue in this one. So these were from the Dollar Tree. What else? That was it from the Dollar Tree. Because though you can find these at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, these were $1 at Walmart. The pen gear. So 10 paper clips for $1. And these are really good for beading. So I'm going to make some beads for these, for journals, for planners, things like that. So my goal by next year is to do a craft fair. And in order to do that craft fair, I have to have stock. In order to have stock, I have to have supplies. In order to have supplies, I have to purchase. I am very, very fortunate that I have a loving, supportive husband who supports me through this journey. He's been encouraging me to do the YouTube channel. He encourages me to create cards, to do what I love. And I'm very grateful for that. I show him my cards when I'm done, and he always tells me they're very nice. He will come in to the craft room when I'm in here to see what I'm working on, or just to check on me if it gets a little quiet. But I am truly, truly blessed that my husband is so supportive. So anyway, with that being said, that is my goal. Craft fair by this time next year. Build this YouTube channel for no other reason than to build a community of crafters. People that can come together, can talk about crafts. I know, unfortunately, with YouTube, it's only in the comments. Maybe I can start a Facebook page, though I don't really go on Facebook much. I don't like the drama. I want a happy life, and I try to stay away from everything else that's going on. I'm not unrealistic. I know that there are things going on out in the world, but I don't need to surround myself with all that. So I want a happy, creative space, which I hope to do with this channel and with my crafts. So again, Walmart, cheaper than Dollar Tree. With the index cards, I could not find an index file box that I liked. So I got these at Five Below, and they were $1. There were three. There were two pink and one blue. I bought one of each and decided to leave one in case someone else needed them. But that's all that my Five Below had was three. So I bought two for my filing cards so that I have some place to file them. Okay, that's it there. And then for this very, very small Temu haul, and trust me, what I'm going to show you is small compared to, oh, probably 4 bins of stuff that I do want to share with you before I put away. I have a closet behind me that I took the doors off, and right now there's nothing. There's loaded with things. I shouldn't say there isn't anything in there. It's loaded with items. However, I want to put shelves in there so I can organize a little bit better. But until that happens, right now it is a mess. But that's where the rest of the items will go. I have an office across the hallway. I work from home, so my office is across the hallway. I have things in there, and we have a spare bedroom on the other end of the hallway. And I have my Cricut blanks, my vinyl, extra paper, scrapbook albums. All that is in that room in a big giant 9x9 calyx unit. I need to condense, I need to purge, and I need to move forward. Okay, so with that, I'm going to show you this little mini Temu haul. Not everything is craft related. Some things are kind of, they're gadgety, but I thought that it was a good buy. This was a 2-pack. I think it was a 2-pack for $1.99. It's to hold your nails. Put your nail in, so when you're using your hammer, you don't hurt your finger. Just why, I don't know. I just thought it was cute. I got two, one for my husband, one for me. I build the furniture. He helps, he does, but I build the furniture. I think if I could have a career in building IKEA furniture, maybe a side hustle in building IKEA furniture, I could do that. But, so I got two of these, one for him, one for me. They were cute. And then the same thing. I think this was maybe $2, $2.50. I got it's a 2-pack. This is metal. This is 3D. 3D printer probably, but it's pretty. And this is to hold the nuts when you're trying on the other side with the Allen wrench, and you got to kind of hold it. So I thought this was good. Good purchase. Again, bought one for him, one for me. I have a toolbox. He has a toolbox. It is what it is. So two of those. It's a little pin I just thought was really cute. It says, reminder, you can't pour from an empty cup. How true is that? You have to have something in your cup in order to pour it, right? So you can't pour from an empty cup. I think that's a good philosophy for today. We're going to have that. I don't remember. I should mark the prices. I don't remember the prices. I will try to remember in future videos to let you guys know what I paid. Sometimes I got nothing. Sometimes I paid nothing for promotions. I did I think it was 7 gifts for 7 days. So every day you had to check in, you were able to pick a free gift, and at the end of the 7 days you had to place a $20 order, and I went up with 7 free gifts, and I probably spent $40 on orders, but it was a pretty good haul for, not spending that much money because I got 7 free gifts. But I'll try to remember the prices. Some beads here. Little fuzzy beads. How cute are they? Lots of colors. Yellows and peach, white, gray. Some nice, it says 20 pieces. 20 random mix. So they go with my beads. This may have been 80 cents. It was under $1, I know. So this is for my diamond painting kits to kind of just line up my gems. Not that I have a lot of difficulty with it, but again, why? It was there, right? I had to place a small order to get my free gifts. I added this to the cart. So diamond painting there. Um, these, I know that I could probably make these myself, but I wanted to buy them. This was 10 pieces. They were less than $3. It's for a candy bar, to wrap up a candy bar. But I wanted to kind of get an idea of how to make one. So it's employee, hardworking, dependable, patience, dedication, caffeine, if you drink caffeine, tenacity, and sleep is only plus 1%, 100% of everything else. It says you are appreciated. We truly value all you do. Thank you for all your help this year. You're the best. So I'm going to be putting some team bags together for my team, and this will be one of the items in that bag. I'll show you some other items that I purchased in another haul. And this is, and I'm going to go off screen for a little bit here for a second and see if I can open this without making too much noise, because personally for me, I don't like all that crinkling with the paper. And it is just a box cutter. I'm not going to take it out of here, but there's the extra blades. They go in here. Blade comes out of here. You know, you just push it when you need it. It's a good tool to have, scraping labels off things and so forth. This was cheap. It was under $3 with all the extra blades they get put together. So that's that. I believe this is UVDTF. Yes, UVDTF. I love my dragonflies, so that's gorgeous. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. It's big, but I had to have it, and it was probably cheap, so I picked it. Dragonflies. This will be another item in my team bags. It says, but did you document it? One of the sayings we have that I've always heard the entire time I've been with my organization, 27 years, is if you didn't document it, it didn't happen. I work in the mental health IDD field, crisis. My particular program is crisis, mobile crisis for adults and children. I've been in lots of programs through my years in the organization, and right now I'm in a crisis program that I absolutely love. You have to document it. You have to document what happened or it didn't happen. And I remind my team all the time, did you put a progress note in? Did you document what happened? Did you follow up your phone call with an email? You need to have a paper trail. So this will go in their bags as well with the thank you for all you do. Just a little joke. More things. So my boss, my director, is very data driven. She likes numbers. She needs to have numbers. So I saw these two, and these will go to her in her little bag. Without data, you're just a person with an opinion. She likes her data. And nice story. Now show me the data, right? Whether we're running reports, we've got to show her how things work. It is just, her brain is just very data driven. And these are for her. These were perfect for her. I thought they were hysterically funny, because this is exactly, I hear this. I hear her saying this in my head. Without data, it's just an opinion. I need data. So these will be for her. And the last thing in this haul, I don't know why, it's, I wanted to try it. I get ads all the time with the games that I play on my phone for Tai Chi. So I saw these on Temu and thought I'd give it a try. These are Tai Chi exercise cards. And they're supposed to be chair exercises, this one's standing. But you have torso twist. You can see that. Torso twist. Toe stands. I like that she's a little older woman on there. You know, what are they trying to tell me here, right? Wall push-ups, toe stands, heel to toe walk, back leg raises, card there, chair squats, seated leg lifts, seated forward bend, shoulder press, heel raises. I do that when I stand all the time. I do. Stand up on my tippy toes. Heel raises, marching in place, shoulder rolls. Good to keep your shoulders flexed. You know, you don't wind up with those rotary cuff issues. Single leg stand, just holding onto a chair. I'd have to hold onto the chair too because I'd probably fall, you know, and then not get up. Side steps, side leg raises. It's down here. It tells you how many times to do it. Walk for 5 minutes. Our neighborhood is a mile circumference. So my husband and I'll go for a walk sometimes in the evening, so I know that I'm walking a mile when we go for a walk. It takes a little bit longer. Okay, they're the same on both sides. I just noticed that they're back-sided. Bicep curls, ankle circles, neck stretches, and arm circles. So maybe this will get me. Again, I work from home. Oh, isn't that funny? They don't match up. See the difference? That will drive me crazy. I wonder if they just didn't cut them down. I don't know. I'll have to look to see if maybe they're dividers for some reason. But it'll drive me crazy that they're not even. But little cards. So I work from home, so I should be able to do these while I'm in my office, like even during a Teams meeting, standing and, you know, doing shoulder lifts as long as I'm not on camera, or repeat 10 times each leg. I should be able to do these. So this is my small little Temu haul that I wanted to share with you. Well, it's not just Temu, it was Temu, Dollar Tree, Five Below. Oh, and one other thing I did get from Michael's before I go. So Michael's is having a sale on their container storage, and some of it is 70% off. So I got the Simply Tidy photo storage box. There are 18, 16. So there's 16 little boxes in here, you know, the photo boxes, right? 16 in here. They had the color, they had the clear. I wanted the clear. I bought 2 of these that were, now get this, one shelf they were $39.99, in another shelf they were $41.99. And when I asked the woman about the price difference, she said, well, they were $39.99, but they're now $41.99. And I said, okay, but this sign here says that they're $39.99. And she goes, well, you're going to get it for $12.50. Okay, but you have 2 different prices. So I'd get it even lower if it was $39.99. So she proceeded to take out her little box cutter and take the $39.99 off the shelf and looked at me and said, there, now it's fixed. I didn't want to laugh. I kind of just snickered and walked away. I wasn't going to argue the point. She was right. They were $12.50 for $41.99, right? But the principle of the fact is you have 2 different prices in the store. You have to honor the lower price. At least that's the way I was always taught when I was in retail a long time ago. But regardless, I got 2 of these at $12.50, which is a pretty good price. I know $41.99 is expensive. I can get them on Amazon cheaper. Sometimes a 2-pack for like $30. But I was in Michael's, I saw it, I grabbed 2 while I was there. So with that being said, now that is the end of my share for today. I will be back at another time with a bigger haul, and I should have some prices if I can get the prices before I come back. I need to get downstairs. Football season starts today. The Eagles are playing tonight. I believe they're playing the Ravens. So I'm going to go down and join my husband and watch some football. Go Birds! Bye.